the 1990s, there was an incredible Merlot wine craze. In 2004, a 5-second dialogue in the movie Sideways brought Merlot sales to a screeching halt in the US. By 2009, a study by Sonoma State University showed Merlot sales volume had tumbled. That 5-second scene had caused its volume and price to fall dramatically. While this phenomenon occurred in the United States, Merlot, the number 2 produced wine in the world, is still going strong. In this video, we're going to take a look at this incredible wine. We're going to learn 5 things about Merlot: a bit of Merlot history, where it's from, the basics of Merlot, its taste profile, and some suggested food pairings. Oh, there'll also be a little bonus at the end. In all honesty, I was one of the people who abandoned Merlot. Today, because I enjoy a wide variety of wines and look for good wines that pair well with food, I have a new appreciation for Merlot. Even though the number 2 red varietal in the world fell off the map in the United States, you're going to learn about the delicious versatility of Merlot and a little bit of a bonus at the end. Keep in mind, at any time, if you like what you hear, click like, subscribe, and hit the little bell so you'll be notified when there's a new post. Merlot. Number 1. A bit of history. Merlot was officially recorded for the first time in Bordeaux, France in 1784 as Merlot. About 40 years later, it officially became Merlot in 1824. By the 19th century, it was being regularly planted in the Médoc, which is a region in Bordeaux on the left bank of the Gredon estuary. In the late 1990s, genetic researchers found that Merlot is an offspring of a menagerie of grapes including Cab Franc, Carmener, Malbec, and Cabernet Sauvignon. And this is really cool. Its earliest heritage or roots were found growing in an obscure abandoned vineyard, and it was found to be a common decorative vine planted in front of houses in several small villages in the southwest of France. See, isn't that stuff incredible? Don't you love people that find out that stuff? It was locally known as Madeleine Noire, primarily because it was fully ripe and ready for harvest around July 22nd. That's the feast day of Mary Magdalene. Don't you love that stuff? Anyhow, number 2. Where is it from? Approximately 80% of all Merlot production comes from 5 nations: France, Italy, the United States, Australia, and Chile. In France, Merlot is the most widely planted grape, particularly in Bordeaux. It's the most important component of most all of their red blends. The sub-region of Saint-Emilion and Pomerol are globally recognized as leaders in the production of high-quality Merlot-dominated red wine. As a quick sidebar, notice on this bottle of French Merlot, the word Merlot is not seen anywhere. What you do see are the words Bordeaux and Saint-Emilion. These are your hints. The word Bordeaux means it's French, and you're going to find one of 2 things going on with Bordeaux red wines. 1, it's either going to be all or mostly Cabernet Sauvignon, or number 2, it's going to be all or mostly Merlot. This has to do with where in Bordeaux the grape is grown. When you see Saint-Emilion, that's the place or village the wine is from. We know that Saint-Emilion is on the left bank of the Gredon estuary, or river. That means the wine is going to be all or mostly Merlot. See, as you drink more French and Old World wines, you begin to get to know how these labels work. It really becomes second nature. It becomes a lot easier. This is sort of like US Merlots. As you've tried them, you get to know that you prefer a Paloma Merlot over, say, a Duckhorn Merlot or a Cakebread Merlot, or vice versa. When it comes to Italy, Merlot is Italy's 5th most planted grape. 2/3 of it is used to blend with other grapes, and in Tuscany, when blended with Sangiovese and other reds, it's commonly referred to as Super Tuscans. The Friuli wine region of Italy is making some world-class Merlots. In the United States, California and Washington are growing the most. Number 3 is the basics of Merlot. This is one of the best-selling wines in the entire world and the most underappreciated wine in the US. Typically, Merlot is a medium body wine with medium tannins and acidity and alcohol anywhere from 12 to 15%, usually between 12.5% and 14%. Oh yeah, and usually it's medium oaked aged for about 8 to 12 months. It is used both as a standalone varietal and a blending grape. Its softness and freshness makes Merlot a popular grape to blend with the sterner Cabernet Sauvignon, which is much higher in tannins. There tends to be 2 main styles. Number 1, the international style, which is inky, purple colored, fuller bodied with high alcohol and lush, soft, velvety tannins with intense plum and blackberry fruits. Number 2, the traditional Bordeaux style, which involves harvesting earlier to maintain mouthwatering acidity and producing more medium-bodied wines with moderate alcohol levels and fresh red fruits like raspberry and strawberries, plus some leafy vegetable notes. Some of the finest can lay down for 20 or more years. How are you doing there? Is this information making sense? If it is, write Merlot in the comments below. Number 4 is the taste profile. Merlot is such an easy drinking wine that it's a great wine for new red wine drinkers. The overarching taste includes cherry, plum, chocolate, dried herbs, and vanilla. It's usually a bit of a chameleon, partly because what the winemaker does with it and where it's grown. Let's actually take a look at the impact the region, or maybe better said, the climate has on Merlot. Cool climate Merlot is more structured with a higher presence of tannins and earthy flavors. Actually, some cool climate Merlots are mistaken for Cabernet Sauvignon. See, look for these places that grow this type of Merlot: France, Italy, and Chile. Remember, in most cases, France and Italy won't have the words Merlot actually on the label. You'll find classic cool climate Merlots with the place on the label like Bordeaux's Right Bank, Saint-Emilion, Pomerol, and the earthy Fronsac. A warmer climate Merlot wine is more fruit forward and the tannins are less prevalent. Some producers use oak aging for up to 24 months to give their Merlot more structure. Look for these places that grow this type of Merlot: California, Australia, and Argentina. Other examples of these hot climates are California's Napa Valley, particularly the valley floor, and Paso Robles. Washington's Columbia Valley has something a little bit different. It has hot days and cool nights, resulting in wines with crisp, lighter body. Also, areas in California's Napa and Sonoma have those same sort of hot days and cool nights, and they give us something a little bit different. Real quick, number 5 is food pairing. Merlot matches well with a wide variety of foods because it's in the middle of the red wine spectrum. In general, depending on your sauces and preparation, it pairs well with chicken and other light meats, as well as light spiced dark meats. Plus roasted foods like pork shoulders, roasted mushrooms, or braised short ribs. A lightly marbled steak, casserole, leg of lamb, roast duck, roast turkey spaghetti, and baked pasta dishes such as lasagna. You know, as we drill down, juicy, cooler climate, softer, fruitier Merlots from, say, northern Italy or Washington State, or even Napa and Sonoma, pair well with roasted vegetables, mushroom-based dishes, and hard-to-match veggies such as tomatoes, chard, and radicchio. Like most wines, it's all about the sauce. Try it with beef bourguignon. Light-bodied Merlots can go well with shellfish like prawns or scallops, especially if wrapped in protein-rich foods like bacon or prosciutto. A Merlot, good with milder cheeses, not so good with strong and blue vein cheese that will overwhelm the fruit and overwhelm their fruit flavors. Personally, a marinated pork loin on the grill done to perfection, surrounded by grilled veggies like mushrooms, red, yellow, and orange bell peppers, tomatoes, black olives. What the heck? Throw in the entire kitchen sink of veggies. Life doesn't get much better than that. Well, there you have it. Everything you need to know about Merlot. Well, almost. Hang in there for a quick bonus at the end. But first, let me thank you for investing the time to watch this video. I trust it was helpful to you. If it was, make sure you subscribe and click the like and ring the little bell to turn on the notifications. And let me know if you have comments below. Also, if there's someone you know that's interested in wine, make sure you share this video with them. I'd really appreciate that. You ready for the added bonus? If you want to check out the best Merlots in the world under $40 or the best Merlots in the world under $15, check out their respective links in the description below. Don't forget to enter your discount code ASTIWINES at checkout. Again, that's ASTI Wines. Folks, thanks for being with me. I'm here to help and serve you as we learn more about wines together. I look forward to you joining me on social media and on my website. All those links are in the description below. Until next time.